Hey everybody, this is Recharging, and I just have a topic that's been on my mind lately, and I want to get the message out there to any aspiring Rocket League players that are trying to improve, rank up. Uh, Ideally, probably you're going to be in the gold to plat, diamond kind of ranked ladder, but really it applies to anyone. I personally didn't implement this until I was mid champ, pretty much a couple months ago. I hit champ about a year ago, and when I did hit it for the first time, I did not even have the slightest clue how to directional air roll. For those of you who are wondering what I did before, I simply just used the default L2, which is the manual or otherwise known as free air roll, which I actually still use in certain scenarios, but it's very situational. It's usually just for recoveries or power shots. So it's still useful to learn how to do that. But directional air roll, as any good Rocket player knows, is a game changer and almost mandatory these days for ranking up and getting into the Champ Plus scene for gameplay. However, there is a step that well, really just never dawned upon me that was really that kind of like missing puzzle piece for me when learning directional air roll, when kind of like getting to the point where I have mastered it to the, I can do any rings map. I can control my car almost pretty much out of any position or situation with directional air roll. However, all my GC friends who are very good at the game, who have been helping me and guiding me through my process of getting better and ranking up, a lot of the coaches that I see making content online on YouTube, TikTok, all that, I really never see anybody put a lot of emphasis on car control or aerial car control without any sort of air roll input, whether that be directional or the manual slash free air roll. So this is something that I kind of discovered on my own. I was just in free play trying to learn how to do a flip reset. Obviously there's way better things to work on when you're in champ than just trying to learn how to reset. It seems like every champ these days pretty much can do resets on demand, but also just find them fun. And I just like to mess around in free play and, listen to podcasts and whatnot. So besides the point, I was just having a lot of trouble getting under the ball, controlling my car after I got the reset under the ball. Sometimes I wanted to get, just these little micro adjustments I was having trouble with, especially in the recovery, like after getting the reset pop or just the reset in general. And I didn't realize until I started working on this a lot that I had a big gap in my car control, which was just non-directional air roll and non-air roll period car control. So let me change now in the gameplay that you're probably watching on screen. I'm going to just change to controlling my car on the rings map without any sort of directional air roll input. It looks kind of jank, kind of wonky. Keep in mind that I have not really started practicing this until fairly recently. I'd say probably like two months maybe now. This is something that really changed the smoothness and control and just the quality of my touches in the air, my first touches, my recoveries, getting to certain like kind of tricky angles in the air for hits, shots, challenges, all that. But I really didn't notice that I had a large gap in my movement and my car control until I like saw a video. I think it was my guy kept hurt, and once I started implementing his kind of movement I guess you could say like training suggestions and like drills, that's when I really started seeing a drastic improvement. Like, keep in mind, I had already learned how to air roll. I had dumped several hundred hours into learning directional air roll left. I like air roll left. I haven't learned right. Um, but I pretty much, I mean, maybe you couldn't say mastered, but like I have pretty good directional air roll car control. I can do any rings map with directional air roll, but if you tell me not to air roll, like see me attempting to do now, um, I can complete most of the maps now. I've gotten to the point where I can do it on most of the maps, but it doesn't come easy, and it's still a process. So don't take this video or messages like, you know, a pro player, SSL player telling you, hey, do this, do that. I'm just a humble mid-champ player. I'm just trying to share a little tidbit of knowledge that I wish I would have known before I dumped probably 200 hours, maybe close to that, learning directional air roll. Maybe some of you will learn directional air roll a lot faster than that. Hopefully you do. But had I done this, what you're seeing on screen now, and gone through the time and steps to learn proper car control like this, I feel like learning directional air roll probably would have taken me 50 hours. No, no exaggeration. I think I could have learned directional air roll in a fraction of the time had I taken the time and had the discipline as well to make myself do stuff like this. There's other drills that you can do. If you want me to post those, I can post them, or you can just go look on Kev First's channel. He has a ton of good stuff on this. Just you can definitely tell that I still haven't mastered it myself. So, like I said, I'm trying to get the message out there to hit, you know, to get somebody who's maybe in the position that they're about to start learning it for the first time, and potentially save you a couple hundred of hours. Like, you know, just save yourself the pain and agony that I had to go through to learn directional air roll myself. And granted, I did watch YouTube tutorials and all that, and those did help a lot. But just like anybody's going to tell you, you have to just get in there and put in the time and the hours, regardless of how many videos you watch, the quality of the videos that you watch. You still have to get in the game and actually put the time in and learn. So this is something that I feel nobody puts enough emphasis on, and nobody makes enough videos about. It's something that would have saved me a tremendous amount of time, and I really hope it helps somebody out there, even if it's just one person. Me taking 5 or 6 minutes of my day to make this video for you is more than worth it, to save you potentially hundreds of hours and headache trying to learn directional air roll, and then eventually advanced cargo mechanics, flip resets, ceiling shots, musties, everything. Like anything you can think of, this will help you. And that base will definitely make things easier. So take this message and, you know, spread it to your mid-ranked player friends, and hopefully save them a lot of pain and hassle. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, thanks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.